So good evening, guys. Let's start the session. So myself, Advait, I am the PhD lead at MBCT, and I'm glad that you all have joined the session. So let's start. Before we move on, have you guys heard of Solution Challenge? Please drop in the comment section so that I know. Have you guys heard of Solution Challenge? Okay, so we are seeing some mixed response here, some yes, some no. Okay, so let's get started. So what is Solution Challenge? Okay, so Solution Challenge is a program conducted by Developer Students Club, uh, which happens annually every year. So this is a platform to showcase the talents of each Developer Students Club, the projects that you have built, which may be good for the community, which may be good for the citizens, which may be good for a country, etc. Okay. So Solution Challenge is like an international hackathon or something like that, where you could showcase your projects. You can build as a team based on the theme provided for the solution challenge. So last year we had an amazing set of projects for solution challenge from different developer students club across the globe. And this year also we have been launching the solution challenges. So this year's theme is the UN Sustainable Development Goals. Okay. So as I said, this year's Solution Challenge mission is to solve one of the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals. So, what do you guys know about Sustainable Development Goals? Yeah, I mean, we are all being part of engineering and we have already learned sustainable engineering. For us, it is just a paper to score some marks to just muck up some theory. So, what is the real practical application of sustainable engineering or sustainable solutions? So, do you guys are aware of Sustainable Development Goals provided by UN? So please interact in the chat so that I know what you guys know. So I guess some of you know Sustainable Development Goals. Yeah. So I will just I'm not just going deep into the all these 17 Sustainable Development Goals, but I will give you an example. Okay. So we have been seeing some different scenarios lately related to politics, different farmers, so many issues regarding the same in our social medias. Okay. Sometimes we come across posts stating that there is a global fire that happened in Australia which killed these many animals, or like there is a situation where so many people are suffering from poverty or they are suffering due starving due to poverty. For example, in nations like, for example, some underdeveloped countries and all. So in these situations, what we actually do, or else we can say one of the most important thing is regarding climate change. Yeah. So, so one of the most important things is regarding climate change. Okay, there are so many people advocating about climate change. We see so many posts, etc., regarding the same on different social medias and all. But what we do to promote that, or what we do to ensure that we achieve that, we will be simply just resharing that post as a story or a status. I mean, some people go to an extent where they read about such things, what they can do. But most of the time, we feel that we are students or we are newbies. We don't know what to do or we can't be part of the change. Okay, we can't be part of the change. What we can do, we are just students and we can't do anything to control these things like poverty, climate change, etc. So these are the sustainable development goals put forward by UN. Okay, so the examples that I stated earlier was very few, but there are so many things that is 17 sustainable development goals. So each of this covers a factor which once we had wished that we may be able to solve. Okay, for example, when we read some articles like, related to poverty or something like that, we feel that we need to do something, but we are confused what we need to do. Okay, so here we can propose some solutions. We can develop some prototypes for the same. And this year's theme is super brilliant regarding 17 sustainable development goals, and technology can be used to achieve these goals by 2030. Okay, so this is the major theme of solution challenge. So you can go through the different sustainable development goals and check what you can do. You can brainstorm your ideas. And if you think that one of the products or the projects that you build can solve this issue, then it will be presented at a global scale. Okay, so this is regarding the theme of solution challenge. And now I will just give you a brief about prices. Okay. So from my personal side, I would say solution challenge is majorly an experience. It's not just about phrases. It is about the experience and the exposure that you get while attending these events. And I mean, while you're attending this year's solution challenge, you are building for a course. You're building for a reason. Okay, you're doing something really great to attain these sustainable development goals. And all of these goals put forward by UN impact the global community, impact us humans as a whole. So this is your opportunity to give back to the society, to give back to the community. Okay. So let's dive into the prices. Okay. So every participants will be receiving a Google Developer Profile badge and an official certificate that they have been participating in 2021 Solution Challenge. Apart from that, there will be top 50 teams selected from all the applicants. Which will be receiving customized mentorship from Googlers and experts to take the solutions to next level. Okay, so we all know that during the initial stages, we may have some faults, or we may have some what to say, some errors or something that can be improved in our product. So during this mentorship time, there will be Googlers and experts related to your technology. Experts in the sense they will be from United Nations and organization, and they will be helping you to mold your projects, to improve your projects, and present them with that, take it to the next level. So then there will be top 10 finalists, which will be chosen out of these 50 teams, and they will be receiving additional mentorship, swacks, and some other stuff from Google. And they will be able to present their idea to the entire world on a demo day live on Google Developers YouTube channel. And you can search for the demo day of 2020, and it had some amazing projects listed out there. And there will be top three winners who will be getting a Chromebook, coffee chat with Google Executive, and a feature on the Google Developers blog. The coffee chat with Google Executive, let's say we can't be sure even it's a CEO of Google or a CTO of Google or some top executives from Google. It depends. Okay, so these are the prices. And now, what are the judging criteria? Okay, so the projects that you build are judged by a panel of Googlers, and you will be submitting your solutions through a registration form. So the judging criteria is basically divided into 2 parts. The first one is impact, and the second one is technology. Okay, as you can really see, impact is given more weightage. Why? Because as I said earlier, you are building for a cause, you are building for a larger audience. Okay, so the impact of your project, the impact of your idea, how much it would help to attain the sustainable development goals, that is given more weightage during the judging criteria. And the second thing is about the technology that you use. Okay, so in case of the technology means how much you implement. I mean, ideas can come up in anyone's mind. So you need to make that reality. You need to implement that idea. So to implement that idea, we need technology, we need people. Okay. So your idea or the impact of your idea will be given more criteria. And secondly, how much you have implemented your idea. Okay. Technology in the sense your prototype. There is a detailed breakdown of this course. Okay. You can check this detailed breakdown with the Solution Challenge website. I will be sharing this link soon. Okay. So now let's move on to the next step. So this is the timeline. I mean, I want every one of you to be uh, careful about this. So getting started. Solution challenge, as I said earlier, is an opportunity for the students of developer students club. So in order to participate in a solution challenge, you need to be a member of DSC. It can be any DSC, DSC MPCT, or any other DSCs in your locality. If your college doesn't have one, you can join the nearest DSC, but make sure that your team has at least one member from an existing developer students club. Okay, so this is the getting started page. You need to be part of Google Developer Student Club. Then you need to register for the solution. And as usual, it is not an individual team. Okay, it's a teamwork, and you need a team and select what are the goals or what are the sustainable development goals that you want to solve. So that is the getting started part. And the second thing, this is the most important piece for yourself, design and build. Okay, so in the early stage, you have just identified a problem which you need to solve. In the design and build phase, you need to identify the solution. What I can do to solve this problem. Okay, what I can do to solve this problem. Once you identify the solution, you need to build it. Okay, the thing is that learn and build. So this is the learning phase you have. Even if you are a complete beginner, you don't know nothing about technologies, you are uh, what is it? You're a complete beginner developer. Even if you can contribute, I mean, if you have a solution or if you have an idea, there is ample time for you to learn technology and implement that idea. For example, we believe that we can do do not do such things, or we can't build a product in a 1 month or 2 month span of time. But what you guys do at hackathons or design days, I mean, in 24 hours or 36 hours, you're building a great prototype which could be showcased everywhere. So it doesn't mean that you have to be a well sought out developer to be part of this program. Even if you're a complete beginner, just come, just give it a thought, just identify a solution and learn. Learn and build. Okay. So DSC will be helping you in the stuff. Okay. Then you need to test your solution, right? And you need to test your solution and iterate. So these two steps are important. During the testing of your solution, you need to get feedback from end users. Our end users will be people. You need to get the feedback. You need to make changes according to that. And finally, when you're confident that, hey, this is my solution, this is this can be implemented at a global scale. Prototype works fine. Then record a demo video and submit by March 31st. Okay. So that is the last date of submission for DSC solution challenge. Apart from that, there won't be any extensions. You need to submit a demo video. Okay, it is not a presentation. You need to show what you have built, the working prototype. You need to record a video of that. You need to upload it to YouTube, and you need to submit that by March 31st. And after that, your part is done. The next thing is for the Googlers. They will be announcing the top 50 solutions. Then there will be mentoring sessions, as I mentioned earlier. So at that point, you will be improving your solutions. You will be getting mentorship from industry experts on how to improve your solutions, what can be changed. For example, you may be using a technology to solve a problem, but it can be solved so much easier using some other technology or some other method. So they will be helping you to figure it out. Then you have the top 10 finalists and the top three winners. Okay. And then, see, as I said earlier, it is not about the place, it's about what you built. Okay. And that's it regarding the timeline of the event. Okay. So I said so many things, right? Like identifying a solution, uh, identifying a solution, and building prototypes, learning technologies. So you'll be amazed. Like, are there any resources? Okay, so yes, there are resources. So Google codelabs is a platform where you get self-paced codelabs created and curated by Google developers. There are so many codelabs based on technologies such as Flutter, TensorFlow, Google Assistant, Firebase, etc. And personally, I think it is a great resource to learn these things for free. And it has a hands-on experience. Okay, each codelab is set up like you are building some projects in that codelab, and the concepts covered will be implemented as such. Okay, so it's a great starting point for you to start. So even if you think like, uh, sorry, I am not a self-learned person. I can't do the self-paced work. That is what your team is for. You need to find the right people in your team, and your team members can work on the solutions. For example, some person is interested in doing backend or the AML stuff. He can do the TensorFlow cloud, and others will motivate him. For example, someone will be interested in app development. That person can do the codelabs for Flutter. Your other teams will be supporting. And remember, the DSE team, I mean, the DSEs in your college will always be there to help you. Okay. And these are some tutorial videos published by Google developers. This is available in the Google developers YouTube channel. Okay. You could just go to the Google developers YouTube channel and search for solution challenge videos. And these are the latest videos on how to brainstorm and develop solutions for solution challenge. Okay. Okay. And now, as I said earlier, you thought about mentorship at a later stage after your submission of project. So what if you need mentorship before that? I mean, while building during the learn and build phase, what if you need support? So there is a platform called Parthian, which is an online community platform for solution challenge participants. So once you register for solution challenge, you will receive an email with the instruction on how you can join the online community. So that is a place where there are so many Google developer experts to help you. Okay, Google developer experts are for exceptional technology professionals in each of the Google technology. For example, Firebase, Angular, Web, etc., etc. There are so many technologies, and there are some of the most sought out developers out there. So they will be helping you out to, they will be giving feedback on your ideas, and they will be giving advice on how to build your projects. For example, you know, like, why you should build this and what you should build, but you may be confused on how to build that product. So they will be giving you online support and mentorship. So once you register, you will receive an email with all the details on how to join that, and there will be 100 plus Google developer experts to support you. And Google Cloud, okay, Google Cloud credits. Some of you may have attended our Google Clouds study jump sessions or 30 days of Google Clouds. Okay, so at that point we have used some of the amazing tools provided, services provided by Google Cloud. So if you want to use any of that services for the solution challenge, you can always redeem your Google Cloud credits, and how to request and redeem Google Cloud credits is given here. Okay, so first you need to register for solution challenge, and while registering, there is an option to specify whether you are interested in using Google Cloud for your solution or not. If you mention that you are interested, then you will be receiving some cloud credits. Okay, and the detailed practices on how to use Google Cloud credits will be provided in the website itself. So what next? Now I shared some resources, right? I have explained what a solution challenge, I have explained what are the judging criteria, what are the prices, what is the timeline, and what are the resources available for you to build the solution. So these are all provided by Google, right? These are all provided by Google. So what DSE and DCT offers for you is the upcoming sessions. The first thing will be workshops to get you started. As I said earlier, even if we have amazing content of self-paced code labs, sometimes you feel demotivated, you get demotivated. But at that time, if you have the right community, you have the right team members with you, they will motivate you and they will help you. Those who have attended some of our previous boot camps or sessions know that we always try to help students to the maximum extent possible. So here also we will be putting in some workshops which will be helpful for you to design solutions for the solutions challenge. Okay, so these won't be just some technical workshops. There will be workshops on design thinking, product design. What are the aspects of the design concept that you need to understand while building your solution? Whether how to take feedback or how to implement solutions, how to network, how to get mentorship, etc. And now See, when you're dealing with something, you need to always talk about people who have experience in that field, right? So that is what mentors are for. If you are new to some technology or if you're stuck with something, instead of giving up just because of a syntax error, you will reach out to them and they will help you out. Like, say, uh, don't do this, don't do it this way. Try this thing out, and it will help you. So similarly, you will be having some interaction. You will be happy to provide with some interactive session with previous solution challenge winners on how their journey was, how they came to that idea, how they were implemented, what were the support provided by DSE during that phase, and how. And now this is a design day. So design days is somewhat similar to hackathons, but in case of hackathons, we will be building some working prototypes. So design day is actually to state what is the solution or to find out what is the solution that you are going to use, what is the solution that you are going to build and how to build it. I repeat, the most important thing is how to build it. So we will be hosting a design day. It would be like a 24-hour workshop or session where all the teams registered from our DSC will be interacting, and there will be some industry experts to help you out on figuring out the solutions, the problem statements, how to build your solutions. So till that part on how to build your solutions will be covered during the design day. So if you want to build a prototype, it's completely fine. You can build prototypes on design day. And then mentorship sessions. Okay. So after the design day, you know how to build this product. So at that point of time, sometimes you may get stuck with some technologies or some bugs or others, and we will be happy to provide you with some mentorship sessions. This will be provided with students from our side. Okay, the entire DAC team will be there to help you out. And if it's something that we can't do, we will be trying to bring in industry experts to solve that, or we will be able trying to connect with you, connect with some of the industry experts. And yes, that's it. Simple and crisp. We can wait to see what we build. Okay. So from my personal experience, I would like to see some amazing projects coming up from DAC and PCT, and there are some other folks who have joined us from different DACs. And I also expect to see some amazing projects from our side. And thank you. So if you want to know more about any of DAC and PCT, just go to dacmbct.com/links and you will find all the resources that I have stated, and we will be updating the uh, resources or the links to the solution challenge soon. Okay, so this is from my part. So now I am ready. I'm willing to take some questions. If you have any questions, just put it in the chat. Do you have any questions? So if you guys have any questions, I will be should be register for the event on our own. Yes, you have to register for the event on your own. You can go to the Solution Challenge website and you can register there. See, I mean, what if you're not able to make a working prototype? Okay, so the thing is, uh, for working prototypes, most of the time during hackathons or some events, we build prototypes. It's not 100% working, right? But we can submit whatever we have. Okay, it is up to them to choose it or not. See, since the judging panel is from Google, we don't know the exact judging criteria. I mean, they have provided us with some, but if they think that, see, this idea is really great and we could help them in the upcoming sessions to build these ideas, they will surely help us out. So just submit whatever you have done, and I think that is good to go. See, you can visit this link like Google/solution challenge, and you will receive the links related to solution challenge sessions and resources. So, do you guys have any other questions? So I will just put the solution challenge link in this chat, and you can find all the related resources there. Okay. And all these resources which I have mentioned during this presentation will be available. And that's it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, let's wind up the session. So I guess there are no more questions from your side. So let's wind up this session, and thank you all for joining. Okay, I have put the link to the Solution Challenge website, and you can find all the resources, the timeline, the judging criteria, and everything that I have stated during this presentation. And just stay tuned, we have more for you in store for Solution Challenge. Okay, thank you all.